So sometimes you may want to move negative numbers in fractions. For example, in this case you have a -7 or a 5. Sometimes for some reason we might want to take this negative and move it around, tweak it a little bit, and this theorem says that it's okay to take it from the top to the bottom, just like that. Requires a little proof, but we can do it. We'll show the steps and then we'll package them into the negative wherever you want theorem. So we start off with the left side, that's the given, and I'll just take logical steps until hopefully I deliver the goods. So we take logical steps from here, and there might be millions of ways of doing it. Here's one way to do it. You could say that this is the same thing as that times 1. That's by multiplicative identity. 1 does nothing when you multiply by it. And of course you could take that 1 and can rewrite it as -1 over -1. That would be by the just Want Theorem. Okay? And then you could multiply across. We've already multiplied across, so this would be -7 times -1 all over 5 times -1. And that of course is by multiply across theorem. Then you go on and you clean up the top, that becomes 7. The bottom becomes -5. And there you go. That's how you could see, if I'm not that comfortable using BI, but we have to move on. If you didn't want to use BI, you could say this is, the top was by negative times negative theorem, the bottom one was negative positive theorem, and there you go. So you could package these things as part of the negative wherever you want theorem. It says that you could take the negative from the top to the bottom, or if you read it from right to left, it says that you could take that negative from the bottom and put it on the top. And there's more to this actually. There's also a possibility that sometimes you may want to move it from the top or from the bottom into the middle. And that might require a little proof, but it's not so hard. We can do it. So we start off with -7 over 5. Suppose that was given. You could say this is -7 times 1 over 5. That would be by definition of A over B. Bring the 7 down. You could take the negativeness away from the 7 and using the famous minus theorem. You could regroup the parentheses. -1 times 7 times 1 over 5. That of course is the associative law of multiplication. You could put this back on top using the definition of fractions. So that becomes 7 over 5 using the definition of a fraction. And lastly, you can glue the negativeness back in there. -1 times a number, you can always take away that 1 or put it back in there using the minus theorem. And there you go. Beautiful steps that show you that you could always take the negative from the top onto the middle. Step-by-step proof. And so together you take this one and the previous one, these two, both of these will become one package that says that you could take the negative from the top, or you could put it on the middle, or you could put it on the bottom, and it's all good. The fact that all these three are equal is called the negative wherever you want theorem. Okay, and that was a proof right there. Alright, so